Jerker.
There's people who work for like search and rescue, people who end up like help. They're like mediums and they're like psychics and type of stuff. They actually help find, and what it is they get certain feelings and certain visions of stuff, and it's kind of hard sometimes. Some have really good gifts and skills to where they've been practicing it too, and they actually just know how to decipher what it's telling them, and be able to pick and pull exactly what's being called to them and what's being said.
Period.
Then there's also spirit animal guides. And then there's also like the Native Americans. There's so many different beliefs out there and stuff out there to where it's just, I feel like what really you believe in, I feel like is what you kind of get the most action of. You know what I mean? Like if you knew it was a grandmother or like grandfather or someone that you were really close with, and you knew that they did certain sounds or certain like stuff or whatever, and you saw them, like for instance, you knew that you having a certain shirt, let's say you have a shirt of their name, right? You know, a lot of people will have, I have a spray painted shirt with my grandmother's name on it, right? One time, the shirt in my I was on my bed drawing, and the shirt in my closet had literally came off of the hanger, and the hanger just going like this back and forth. But it was a regular white t-shirt, to where around a hanger you would have to literally pull from a side type of shit. You know what I mean? And I remember and it gives me, I look at that, and it gives me goosebumps.
Wow.
Even, you can't see it, but even to this day,
Her hair's sticking up.
yeah, and that means truth. And I believe that. I believe that means truth. And it's funny because me and actually another lady were talking about that. I was actually looking for tattoo ink, and I didn't even mean to go up into her shop. And she even said that she believed that her spirit animal guided her to me, or guided me to her. And I was like, that's weird, because I felt like mine guided me to you, which was weird because we both told each other stuff that we both needed to hear. You know what I mean? And it was both stuff that we were, oh, look, that just gave it to me again. And that we were both, like, hearing stuff that we both needed to hear.
Yeah.
And I just feel like when you go through stuff like that and you're constantly having experiences, or you're hearing, like my mom explained her hearing bells before my sister, when she was a baby, almost grabbing something that was dangerous. You know, it's like, I think that when people have those kinds of things, premonitions and visions, and they're constantly right about those things, I think that it becomes almost hard to want to share it with other people, because you can easily be looked at a certain way. You know what I mean? And you just don't want to be judged in the wrong ways. And I feel like it's very easy for people to criticize others, you know, call them crazy or this or that. And so how many people actually have said that they've seen things in different cosmos, or seen things in different, like, astral projecting? You know, have you ever actually astral projected? Do you know what astral projecting is?
Okay, you guys, so we're back. I'm about to now ask Alyssa some paranormal questions. This will be the last segment of this episode, and then we're going to close out because it's late and she has to drive back home, and I got to go to bed because I got work in the morning.
It's 11 p.m.
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
If you heard your name whispered in the dark by a voice that sounded like your own, would you answer?
That was creepy.
Mm-hmm.
That one actually made my eyes water.
What are you doing?
Red stringing effect.
So you have to talk to us like we don't know anything. Like, you have to say the term. What does that mean?
Red stringing effect. I would start trying to lay down red strings as to the possibilities of how the fuck that would even be happening. Like, I would have a whole, you would come in, I'm the type to where you would come, I would figure shit out.
But it said, would you answer?
Oh!
Would you talk back?
Damn.
I would think if it sounded so much like me, I would almost think it was my conscience. I talk around the house. If there was cameras in my house, you would see me in deep conversation, period.
I would be like, what?
So you would respond?
I would respond.
Okay.
I would respond. I would respond.
Okay. I'm about to ask you another one, okay?
All right.
Would you rather see a ghost of a stranger in your house or a ghost of someone you love? I don't really know. To me, that's an obvious one.
Yeah, that's an obvious one. It goes to someone that I love.
I would be freaked out either way. What are you doing here? The emotional trauma that would cause me to see a loved one that's not really here but is here for the moment would hurt me.
But even seeing a stranger, like...
That would terrify me. That would terrify me. Because you'd be scared, who the fuck is this guy? I literally don't know.
Wouldn't the mental effect of seeing someone that you love even more so be like...
I would expect that they would come with me with answers. And I would talk to you, what are you doing here? And they'd be like, hey, like it would be like a peaceful thing. Someone that you love, maybe. Versus like a stranger. And they're like, help me get to where I need to be. It's almost like a movie.
Help me where I need to get.
Almost like a movie on.
That was a good one. I would have to say a loved one, just for that same reason, just to be able to see them again. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I would rather see someone that I love. Yeah.
Okay. If you found out your childhood imaginary friend was a spirit, would you feel comforted or terrified?
Say that again?
It just depends on if you've ever had a childhood imaginary friend. Have you ever had that?
I did.
I never have. Have you?
I did.
What was their name?
Bingo.
Right in the blowhole. What's that from? What's it from?
Norman.
Period.
Tuesday. Tuesday. I gotta see Wednesday.
Okay. If you found your childhood imaginary friend was a spirit, would you feel comforted or terrified?
If you found out that your friend,
your childhood imaginary friend. So spirit meaning maybe your grandma or maybe Simon, something like that. Like, would you feel terrified or comforted? But I guess you'd have to rock the boat and be like, maybe it would be a bad spirit. I assume if it was your childhood imaginary friend, it was somebody that you liked. So maybe it would be a good spirit then.
I would say it's a good spirit. I would feel comforted. Your
mom and dad would be freaked the fuck out. Like, Alyssa keeps talking about my mom and how they're hanging out at the swings and like, I feel like they'd be like, why is she seeing dead people type of thing.
No, they already get pretty weirded out when I'm talking about the death, like the death smell. And like when we had to put our dog down, like I was right about that. I kept saying that we're gonna have to put our cat down, something to do with the number 3 and something to do with 3s. I keep seeing 3s and it keeps popping up because like letters and numbers, like there's like there's stuff that links people and places and stuff like that together. There's like, it's like a whole, with like, you could read numbers. I don't know how to explain it. Like when you see certain numbers, certain colors will show and stuff like that, and they come up in like different colors.
Wow.
And I forgot the name for it, but it's hard for me sometimes when I'm actually driving, so I actually have to sometimes like not look at certain stuff, and I know that I'll get easily distracted when I'm driving, and it's crazy because I've actually been right about some of the stuff, and it's all since I've been sober that I've actually been able to link things and places and like stuff like that together. Our dog, I was wrong about it being our cat. It was actually our dog that got put down in July 3rd at 3 p.m. and
Which is her saying that she was seeing the threes a lot.
Yeah, and her member number was 0311. Yeah. It was like 03, it was 03911, or it was like 0311, but I know it was a 03. It followed with the 0 and then the 3. I remember me and my dad crying in the car and me and him talking about it. You can call and ask to like have that done, but like they had called us with the appointment time and all that. Like there was nothing that was under my control whatsoever. I've already had to deal with a lot of like, oh, that's just a coincidence. That's just, and I'm always like, coincidence? I don't think so. I've had too many times where I've came up to where I'm right about this, or I'm right about that, you know. There's messages all around us. It's just a matter of if we want to really be awoken to see those messages.
Hey, so we'll be closing out here soon, like right now. But I wanted to ask them. This is completely off topic, but I kind of want to maybe like make light of the episode really quick. This was something I wrote down as a topic. Why, when we're on the phone and we say bye, we laugh while we say bye?
I love you for that, because we both do that.
We'll be like, okay, bye.
Okay, all right, love you, bye.
You see us laugh? Like
I think it's because we both know we're gonna be right back on the phone later on,
like,
or either
okay, bye.
It's just hard to get off in general, or either we just both know that we're both hella silly.
I think I feel awkward. Like I feel like it's like a nervousness.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, bye.
Yeah, I would say that you're the only person I really do that with. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I catch myself doing that with another friend that I have, but I would say I mainly catch it with like my friends where I'm like, oh, I feel fucking weird getting off the phone
like,
with you.
Okay, go bye.
Yeah,
it's like the slightest little chuckle that we squeeze, and they're like, okay.
It reminds me of the Beavis and Butthead.
Have you been liking my accessory?
I do like that, by the way. If you guys haven't caught that,
go in the very, very beginning.
Go peep out some of her other videos. Oh, it's in this one?
It will be in this one.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah. So you guys will know what we're talking about.
I did that more for you. I never watched them, but I knew you would like that.
You got to.
And I like how everything's starting to flow together. I'll say that with the title and stuff and our name and stuff. But
for us just starting this out, I would say she's doing a really good job with the editing, which takes a lot of time, energy, and effort. And she does work a full-time job too. So I know that she's also on top of working and also watching kiddos and stuff like that, and you know what I mean, trying to just be her own person. I know that she's been taking a lot of time into that,
but I'm excited for this project. I want to see where it goes. One of our best supporters, I would say, is Joyce. She was like, I really want to see you guys be
Joyce consistent. We love you. Shout out to you, girl. We need you on this. Yeah.
But she was like, I want to see you guys do it for at least 6 months, be consistent, see where things go. So yeah, the editing I don't mind, and coming up with stuff, and I get to see you more. Obviously, you know, it's a really cool thing. So I'm excited to see where things go.
I've known her since 7th grade, and it all started with that handshake.
But you guys won't know what handshake until you come back for the next episode. Say bye to them, and y'all better listen while she says bye. All right, y'all. Cheers. Okay. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.